Sean, I've noted the astonishing result in the Teamster Union poll of members, the drift of some of the recent opinion polls now, particularly in the swing states, the signs of panic, like saying no to this dinner, for instance. How is her campaign going?
You know, it's an interesting question that you're asking, because the national media in the United States loves to throw out these shiny nickels and say, look at this national poll. She's up by 4 points. Well, that's great, except we don't vote nationally. We vote by state. And right now, when you look at the path to 270 electoral votes, which is what you need to win, I did this on my podcast the other day. Donald Trump's got several paths to victory, several ways to get 270 votes. She doesn't. In fact, if she doesn't win the entirety of what we call the blue wall, that's Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, she loses. Donald Trump just needs to pick off one state. When you look at the state polls that just came up, Trump is up 4 or 5 points in Arizona. He's up 4 or 5 points in Georgia. He's up a couple points in North Carolina. He's doing what he needs to do. It's Kamala Harris that's on the defense when it comes to a path to 270 electoral votes. But the national media doesn't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the erosion in some of these other key demographics. For example, the Hispanic vote, she's up like 20 points. That's great on its face, except for traditionally, that's about a 30-point gap between the Republican and the Democrat. Donald Trump has closed it. So the national media is trying to create the perception through national polls and other things that don't matter that she's actually doing really well and trending in the right direction. But when you scratch beneath the surface and look at what actually will make a deciding factor as to who will be the next president of the United States, who will get those 270 electoral votes, it favors Donald Trump.